You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play.
The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day, we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by LevelTradingField.com, the online communication, research, and quantitative platform with the largest collection of financial tools for traders, including the innovative Bitcoin Market Predictor. The Bitcoin Market Predictor is a simple prediction game where 10 people place bets on the future price of Bitcoin, and the top 3 most accurate predictions wins. Sign up at LevelTradingField.com with promo code INSIDER. The Options News Rundown is also brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in options trading education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's Live Advantage Group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, May 24th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Thursday. The first thing to know is U.S.-China trade dispute remains in focus. Trade concerns continue to nag at investors after U.S. President Donald Trump appeared to have opened a new front in the trade war by considering new tariffs, this time on cars. The Trump administration is weighing a plan that would impose tariffs of as much as 25% on imported vehicles, citing national security grounds. The move opens yet another front in the Trump administration's trade battles with both allies and rivals, a confrontational approach that has yielded mixed results. Second thing to know is U.S. stock futures point to a muted open. U.S. stock futures pointed to a muted open as investors looked ahead to a fresh batch of corporate earnings and economic data, while monitoring fresh developments surrounding talks with China and North Korea. At around 5:45 a.m. Eastern Time, blue chip futures dipped around 7 points, or less than 0.1%. The S&P 500 futures inched up 1 point. The third thing to know is the dollar loses steam after dovish Fed minutes. The dollar lost momentum against a basket of currencies, pulling back from a 5-month high after the minutes of the Fed's last policy meeting were seen as dovish. The U.S. dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, was down 0.25% at 93.67 from a 5-month high of 94.12 set on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the 10-year Treasury yield stood at around 3.01% in early action. Fourth thing to know is oil prices slip on rising stockpiles, and OPEC worries. Crude prices were on the back foot, pressured by a surprise slump in weekly U.S. crude supplies. U.S. crude was down 53 cents or 0.7% at 71.31, while Brent crude, the global benchmark, declined 78 cents or 1% to 79.02 a barrel. Speculation that the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries may decide to boost output to make up for a Venezuelan production shortfall and potential lost supply from Iran also weighed on oil prices. The fifth thing to know is the Department of Justice launches an investigation into Bitcoin manipulation. The U.S. Department of Justice has opened a criminal investigation into whether traders are manipulating the price of Bitcoin and other currencies, according to sources familiar with the matter. Investigators are focused on illegal moves that can affect prices, such as spoofing. Federal prosecutors are working with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the sources said. Our second story today is from Bloomberg.com. It's an interesting juxtaposition. Chicago wants to be a trading hub for crypto. Chicago, long home of traders of everything from stock options to soybean futures, is increasingly adding cryptocurrencies to its domain. More companies involved in the crypto world are likely to open offices in Chicago to capitalize on the growing trading market, said Peter Johnson, vice president of Jump Capital, a venture capital firm affiliated with Jump Trading. Johnson cited the recent announcement by Coinbase, a cryptocurrency exchange, that it's expanding in the Windy City. Chicago is already starting to reestablish itself as the trading hub for crypto, Johnson said Tuesday at a luncheon panel sponsored by the Executives Club of Chicago. Our third story today is from NASDAQ.com. Netflix is now worth more than Comcast and close to surpassing Disney. Netflix surpassed Comcast in market value Wednesday thanks to a new record high for the video streaming company's stock price. Netflix's market cap also came within arm's length of Disney, with both companies separated by just a few $100 million. Netflix ended Wednesday's day of trading with a stock price of $344.72, resulting in a total market cap of $152.8 billion. Comcast's market cap at the close of markets was $147.15 billion. Our final story today is from Investing.com. U.S. jobless claims rise to a 7-week high. The number of people who filed for unemployment assistance in the U.S. last week rose more than expected, but remained in territory consistent with the strengthening labor market, official data showed on Thursday. The report did little to alter the outlook for monetary policy, with the majority of traders expecting a rate hike at the Fed's next meeting in June. The number of individuals filing for initial jobless benefits in the week ending May 19th increased by 11,000 to a seasonally adjusted 234,000 from the previous week's total of 223,000, the U.S. Department of Labor said. Analysts expected jobless claims to fall by 3,000 to 220,000 last week. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, May 24th, 2018, your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart, and have a great day.
The Options News Rundown is brought to you by LevelTradingField.com, the online communication, research, and quantitative platform with the largest collection of financial tools for traders, including the innovative Bitcoin Market Predictor. The Bitcoin Market Predictor is a simple prediction game where 10 people place bets on the future price of Bitcoin, and the top 3 most accurate predictions wins. Sign up at LevelTradingField.com with promo code INSIDER. The Options News Rundown is also brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in options trading education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's Live Advantage Group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions at theoptionsinsider.com.